You know, Freedom really reminds me of Darth Maul. Yep. Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Robot Spirits or Robot Damashii. Got the Freedom Gundam. This is from the Gundam Seed series. Really cool. Me personally, I like Gundam Seed and Destiny. In terms of the design of the Gundams, I think they're really awesome. But for the anime, not so much. I think there was a lot of hate. When I got back to Gunpla, a lot of people, told me, oh, don't like Gundam Seed or Destiny. It's so horrible. But the thing is, they're referring to the anime, which I could be, relatable. For me, I cannot stand Destiny. I only watched a couple of the episodes in the beginning. I didn't get through it. Gundam Seed, I got through it barely. But yeah. But nonetheless, I like the design. I think they're amazing. Anyways, getting back to this review. I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. I'll provide the link down below if you're interested. And also some of you are going to be asking, do I have the first batch bonus, which I believe is the magazines with some decals. Unfortunately, I do not. I think the ones that are distributed here in the US didn't get that. Unless you're ordering this from online or some certain store still has it. And actually, when I was checking Amazon, if you pay $20 more, you can get that add-on. And I thought to myself, I do like water slide decals, but I don't want to pay that extra. So I'll try to probably find another set of decals and pay a little bit less. We'll see. Anyways, here's the review for this. Here's the box art. Quite nice. Number 183. On the back here. Really cool. One thing that set apart the Freedom from the Strike Freedom is that cannon on the wings or the backpack, which I think is really cool. And part of me thinks like, how come this is not the upgraded version? You got this awesome particle cannon on the back. But I think in terms of the Gundam series or the whole design wise, I think the Dragoons, bits, or whatever you call those things that flies around, that's kind of like the pinnacle of in terms of weaponry, because those are modular. It can go to a distance, or it's a range attack as well, and there's a lot of them. And you can manipulate them more so than having a cannon which you can dodge. So I think that's why the whole craze about Dragoons or the bits. Yeah. Anyways, that's just my opinion. It does come with a lot of cool things, and well, it is the new frame as kind of shown here. Yep. Anyways, that is for the box. Sorry for the long intro, but yeah, let's take a look inside. Alright, we got the Freedom here. He looks great. Got some golden eyes. And at first, and from the promo pictures, a lot of people kind of worried about that face mold, especially that mouth plate. At first, I'm not too fond of it since the lines are too narrow, or the space between, and it makes it the mugger a little too big. It's not sleek. But after a while, I kind of get used to it, and I really don't mind. Actually, overall, as I play around with this, it's actually a fairly good Robot Damashii. Alright, so let's just quickly go over certain points. Now for the V-fin, it's actually a really yellowish gold. Yep. It's hard points, so be careful on that one, and there's no replacement V-fin. You got the neck articulation here. Fairly good. But he cannot look up. Well, actually he does. Just gotta pull. So that's not too bad. I mean, you do have this collar here, but it doesn't really hinder as much. Then going down the torso here, they have this sliding mechanism, which is really cool. And on the back here, you got that extra peg, a great piece right there, and you can rock side to side. Yep, and you get this waist joint here. Mine is a little stiff, but that's alright. Moving on, we have the shoulder here. You can move it all the way in forward. That's really great. Bicep swivel, elbow bend. I think he has a wrist. Usually, sometimes they add a wrist joint, and you can move it right here. I mean, the forearm. You got ball joint on the wrist. You got this kind of verniers on the shoulder. I don't think you can move it at all. I think it's just mounted in place. Then you got the shoulder armor here. You have this beam saber hilts, or the handles. It just pegs in place. There is a little notch which kind of goes over there, and just kind of slide it in. Yeah, make sure you align that peg. There we go. You got front skirts, the side skirt, they're on a ball joint. And this one is actually great. I had problems before where certain robot Damashii had side skirt keeps popping off quite easily. So this one stays in place. So that's really great. Then you have the back skirt here. There's a peg there, kind of keeps it in place. But you can move it around if you do so or want to. Now on the leg here, let's see, it's kind of weird. Huh. Oh, there we go. So you got this mechanism here, which you can actually swing this thing forward. And yeah. Interesting. Yeah, there's just a little mechanism that allows you to move forward. Then you have this jointed waist as usual. You get seems like a bicep swivel. Not biceps. It's a thigh swivel. There we go. Right here. And you have this knee. I kind of find that there's a lot of hollow here, hollow piece. Like for starting up, it's not too bad, but once you start bending it, it feels like there's quite a bit of a hollow area here. But the oldest segments, it's not too bad, but it feels like the knee area could have done better. Yeah, it really doesn't bother me as much. And on the back side here, you got the fins here for the vernier. That's really great to have that. You get the shin guards, which is connected on the back side of the foot. You got the kind of like toe movement here, or heel. And I think that's it. Oh, there we go. A side swivel for wide stand pose. This kind of reminds me of Play Arts, where they only does it for here, not so much for the rest of the foot. But well, I guess you get a ball joint there on the ankle, so there you go. Not too bad. And I think that's pretty much it for articulation on the main body. And let's go over the gimmicks. Alright, since I already have already swapped out one of the hands here, let's just go over the side skirt railgun. And I think that's what it is. So you're gonna pop this out. You got a peg there, and you also have a peg up here. And just straighten it out. There we go. And the hilt just popped there. You're gonna open this up. There's a little tab there that allows you to open it, and you just gotta align your hands, and yeah, it's pretty much kind of straightforward. I have a little difficulty putting this on. You gotta have to open it up and squeeze it in. Come on. There we go. And you have the railgun. Although sometimes I kind of, you probably don't need to really hold it, but I mean, I would just rather have him like open it up on this side here while he's holding his beam saber or his rifle. But there you go, his railgun. Yep. The next part is this shield right here. And what is that right there? Seems like someone patched up something. Probably a nub mark. Anyways, here's the shield. It's nicely painted in certain parts here, which is good. Yep. And this one, you can actually pop this out. And there's a railing. You can just slide it in different parts, but I think you just leave it on the farthest one out there. Now this one pegs in either side. You can just rotate this connection here, but we're gonna attach it on the left hand or left arm. Pegs in place, and you just slide in the handle. And there you go. In terms of I mean, clearance is not too bad. I mean, you might hit that, but there we go. Yeah, nice shield. Next part, let's go over the wings. Wings is right here. Quite a bit of articulation on here. You got that swivel. You get another hinge. I don't think the thrusters are move at all. That's alright. Then you got connection part here on the back. Then yeah, all these wings here. So actually I'm not too sure which way it goes. I'll probably just go this way. Or you even have this. But definitely the main cannon you kind of had on the top one, I believe. Then I'm just gonna go in this position like so. I mean, you can even do it this way. I think it doesn't really matter. They're about the same length. There we go, one side, and here's another. Yep. Really cool. Right, on straps and back, we actually see the screwdrivers there kind of holds the body or the core. But good thing that it's all hidden in the back. There we go. Get the freedom wings. Really great. And I'm just gonna show you when it's all folded. It's actually quite easy to fold. There we go. Yeah, really nice. And we have, let's see, our last weapon. Well, we got a couple more. Let's just put that there. We got the rifle here. Kind of like the standard freedom rifle. I believe this is movable as well, although I'm getting a little bit of resistance there, and I'm seeing parts of the paint or plastic getting rubbed on, so I'm not gonna move that anymore. Thought they would have some kind of a lens here, but they just have a straight. Huh, that's interesting. And then there's a peg here, which always attaches on the back skirt. And kind of like standard to a lot of mobile suit or Gundam design. There we go. And what else we got here? Hands. So we have the closed fist, which I've revealed. Here's the one on the left. Then you have the right one, or sorry, right for the holding of the either the shield or the beam sabers. You also have a pair for the rifle, finger hands. And you also have one for the open hands for great dynamic poses. And I got the beam saber effect parts here. You get two, and likewise they added a little bit of silver on the tip, which is great. And I get that luminescent effect. And you got the dual beam saber hilts, kind of like Darth Maul. And it's a separate piece. I actually like it that it was a separate piece as opposed to combining this with an extra peg. kind of takes away from the look if they have the peg. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach this here, and let me attach this one here. Let's see here. There we go. I'm gonna first attempt to wield 2 of the beam sabers. Right, so I'm gonna remove this part here, and sometimes I find that when you put the shield on, it's kind of hard to pry out. And take your time taking this out. That happens because it's pegged in such a way that it's possible to break this. So take your time taking that out. Alright, so put the hands first, then slide in the beam saber hilts, both sides. I don't think there's any peg inside for that hilt. I mean, for that peg. I think it's just for that side skirt connect. Holder, I guess. And put the effect parts. Let you hold it from the base, as always. There we go. Looks great. Next one right here. I always like it when they give you 2 beam saber, so you can dual wield them. And yeah, this is a really nice pose here. Open up this again. There we go. Really great. And another thing I forgot to mention, almost, is this one. So getting back to the cannons, you got 2 of them. You basically open it up, then you bend it forward. And you can actually, there's another hinge there, which you can bend it like this. Well, I just realign it again. There we go. But while you're doing this, just be mindful of the V-fin. You don't want to hit that and break it in the process. That's just something you don't want to do. There we go. And you have that rail gun on top of his forehead. And again, if you want to have this side skirt deployed as well, which is kind of crazy, but that's Gundam Seed for you. They go crazy with their weaponry, and it's one of those. Where did he get the power from? I mean, the reactor on the core, does he have enough to keep shooting? Or how many ammos do you have? Or how many shots you can do with this? But yeah, it's crazy. Really nice though. Alright, next part I want to demonstrate is this, the dual end again. Getting back to this. So I'm just going to put this on here. Just slide it in between. There we go. And attach this. See, one thing I don't understand about this is what's the benefit of using a double-ended beam or lightsaber? I mean, for Star Wars, we have that too. And I mean, your reach will still be the same as just having one, as opposed to having a spear. But I guess it gives. I guess if you're a fighter who's more mobile, you like to spin around, I mean, you can hit from the front and back and dodge things and to confuse your enemy. But you gotta be really skilled to use this. Yep. But there we go. It's a really nice effect and gimmick. And what better yet to display this is getting your Damashii stage. Now, I haven't really been reviewing this separately, but here's a Damashii stage combination. They call it combination because there's a lot of mounting points on the side here, and you get this extra square piece. And yeah, it's actually quite nice. If you're planning to get this, you get 2 of them per package. The previous one, the Damashii stage 4 and 5, you get 3 per package, and actually it's almost the same for the same price point. So some of you might think, well, why don't I just get the other one, the older one? This one is actually not bad. in a sense that you get this extra piece, which kind of gives you a bit more, I guess, variation or combination to display them. And you're able to tilt it like this, which I like. Kind of reminiscent of the GP base for Gundam build fighters, having that tilt. It's not bad. And plus, you get more colors. The 4 and 5, I don't think it's kind of hard to come by with the other colors. But this one, so far, you get the clear blue, and I think the smoke gray. I personally like the blue because it can work well with other figures. Unfortunately, the only drawback on this, you only get one, this, I guess, because usually you get the one where it's two arm or two rods in length. They're quite long and you can bend this. This one you just get one. And that's all you need for Robot Damashii. Or for most figures, like other Gundams, for that with that same connection point. But for other figures, you need to have the arm, and they don't have that on this one. So that's the only drawback. Anyways, that's about it for the review for the Robot Damashii Freedom Gundam. This is really nice. I didn't really see much flaws other than the look on the knee when you're bending it. But you know, that's something that you get over with. Same thing with the faceplate. But yeah, really nice. I highly recommend getting this. And I do have the Justice Gundam, which I will review next. And we'll see how it goes. Now, I kind of wish I should have, or I could have gotten the Strike Freedom, but well, I kind of want to play the waiting game on that one. They might reissue that one and maybe give the same joint system as the Freedom. That'll be better. Well, hopefully in the future, or the near future, they'll do that. But for now, we got the Freedom Gundam. It's nice. And maybe I'll display this right next to the metal build. And actually, quite frankly, if you're looking for a Freedom Gundam figure, this is the one to go for. I mean, in terms of just price point and just playability. I can play with this all day, but not the metal build. Anyways, that's about it. Otherwise, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby again. I'll provide the link down below if you are interested. And that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.